Kick the ball.
3 foul balls, 1 ball, no strike. For Carlos. Lets that one go ball.
Calvin, no?
Oh yeah, sorry. Calvin. My bad, Calvin.
Like the underwear babes, like Calvin Klein. The underwear.
Okay. Comes the next pitch. Oh, fouled off for the 4th foul. For an out.
Not a good start.
No, definitely not. Usually a reliable kicker there. Fouling out. We got Reed up next.
I like Reed's German flavored socks there.
It's a good look. It's a good look. Under Armour. Oh, is that an Under Armour hat too?
Yeah, he's some sort of German Viking. He's my understanding of his ancestry.
Clearly a German Viking.
It's pretty awesome. I've got some German in me. Oh, that was a nice little bunt there.
Ooh.
Called safe. Gabe, or not Gabe. First baseman took his foot off the bag there.
He was well off the bag. And if that looks familiar, that's what you saw in our game earlier with Troy.
Yeah, I did a couple of those. I don't have that good of a game today.
That makes 2 of us here.
Yeah, we got Lorenzo coming up. Lorenzo's also, he's a long runner. He likes to kick him deep.
First pitch was a ball, second one strike.
There's a foul in there too, I think.
Sorry guys, I gotta turn you guys down.
1-1. And possibly 1 foul. Next pitch. Bowled out to the outfield, going foul.
Ooh.
Not caught, almost with the little kid out there.
Almost had a play by the right fielder there.
Foul. 1-1. 2 fouls?
I thought there was a foul, but I'm not positive. Either 1 or 2 fouls, 1 strike, 1 ball.
I think it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 foul.
1 away. Reed on first base. Not taking the lead, as that is illegal in Sun City Kickball.
Comes the pitch. Just a bit outside. Ball 2.
Chuck got some decent velocity out there so far.
Yeah, Chuck's got a cannon. I mean, he can throw the ball a million miles an hour.
1 hop down for the second ball.
3 balls.
3 balls. Got to leave the.
Oh, go right down the baseline. It's gonna stay.
Oh my God. That is a 1 in a million slice down the third base line, just hopping over the third base.
Looked like A-Rod out there letting it go.
And now we've got first and second. He does look like a Hall of Famer out there.
We got Fredo up here. Oh, he boots it.
Boots one.
Dropped
Gets in there and takes 1 hop and fair play. He'll wait for the single, but we got bases loaded.
Good throw home to keep the bases.
Yeah, that was a good throw down there by Eddie Lucero.
Yeah, you guys are on.
Okay.
I just had to turn. It was too loud.
Oh, okay.
What was to that?
I'm good, right, Tim?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Sorry, technical difficulties there, ladies and gentlemen.
I couldn't read your handwriting on this guy. What's his name?
Score.
Damon?
I have no idea. Let me take a look at here.
The score is
Damien,
3-0.
Damien, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Damien.
Oh, popped up for an out.
Right into the catcher's hands. Bases loaded, 2 away. Let's see if we can get out of this one with Tony up to kick here.
Comes the pitch. Popped up. Here it comes.
Right into our equipment here.
Oh, Rich, why didn't you get that one? Could have been a souvenir.
My hands are insured.
Oh, that's true. I don't want you hurting yourself. You're the pitcher.
So again, 2 outs. 3-0. Bases loaded.
1 foul.
Bottom of the first.
Comes the pitch.
Carlos
Ball.
barking out some Spanglish instructions.
1 ball, no strikes, 1 foul for Tony. Lets that one go for a ball.
We got an interesting person at second base here. Looks like he's going towards first with his stance. Oh.
Next pitch is booted out to the outfield. Caught
Wow.
for the 3rd out.
Eddie Lucero with the big grab in right field.
Got a little bit of trouble there. Get the bases loaded, but able to get out. Keep him off the board. Still 3-0. Interesting game here so far. And with LTA leading, we have, I believe, is it either Claudia or Eddie coming to bat? Claudia's up to bat, up to kick. Starting off top of the second.
That was a surprising first inning. LTA fairly solid on defense, great on offense. Very impressive.
We got a new pitcher for Smokin Aces.
Damien's coming in to warm up. Also another veteran pitcher. Damien's very good. He was pitching and starting for his team, Thundercats, last season. And it also looks like they got their fourth female out there.
Oh, he fell on the warm-up pitch there.
Ooh.
Do they?
No, I only see 3.
I
Still a small fielding.
just saw Erica right now. I'm going to find out what's
I
going on.
believe it's pronounced Erica. we got to be fancy here. Rich is leaving us. Strike 1 called.
He can go inside. Oh, okay. Never. I was going to say he can go inside the fence if he wants.
Comes the next pitch. Bunted.
Popped up. Bunt pump down third base. Foul territory. Almost a couple steps off by the catcher. So Rich is going to go investigate, yeah, because we have 3 girls out here. We thought we saw the 4th female on the team.
Another foul for a double kick. It's 2 fouls, 1 ball, no strikes.
Claudia, one of the few people on LTA wearing this year's jersey.
Another foul for a double kick.
Oh, it's
1 more foul and she's out.
And Rich, what's the story on the situation over here with Smokin Aces?
So I got the scoop from the... Hold on. Okay.
Ooh.
4th foul ball for Claudia.
I got the scoop from the bench of Smokin Aces.
Apparently
Apparently
not.
their 2 females have a case of explosive diarrhea.
Oh, good.
Wait, but girls don't poop.
These do.
What? How unusual.
I know.
I'm sure they're very happy. I hope they're tuning in whatever shitter they're sitting on right now to Rio Pod Co Sports. Possibly watching it on Rio Pod Co TV.
Big shout out to both Ericas from Smokin Aces. Hope you get better.
Hope
Eddie
you-
Lucero.
Ooh.
Uh-oh, was that a little A-Rod action there? He's trying to bat it out of his hands.
Looked like it.
Thrown out at first for Eddie Lucero.
Oh, shit.
That's the second out.
Dribbled to the pitcher, and there was a collision between Tony and the kicker there. Looks like Tony's walking it off, shaking it off. A little bit of contact there.
Yeah, and you know, Tony's a big boy. You hit him at any speed, and you're going to be hurting. Uh-oh, let me go. Yeah.
Is there a man down there? Oh, I saw the collision on Tony's side, and from our angle, the first base dugout kind of obscures it. But it looks like we got a man down in the grass here.
Looks like Eddie is hurt.
So Eddie got the worst of that contact there with Tony. Got the commissioner out on the job taking a look here. Just to reset here, this is Wednesday night, Sun City Kickball, brought to you by Rio Pod Co. And sponsors It's Just Kickball.blogspot.com and Sun City Craft Beer Festival, which is coming up September 28th. Now's a good time, I guess, to mention it. Tickets are still available for $25. If you act fast, there's still some $25 tickets left. The price is going up to $35 coming soon, and possibly up higher than that.
Eddie looks like he's up and he looks all right. I think he's going to walk it off.
Walking off, taking the long way back to the dugout. Did not get the...
Flacco. This guy's name?
We've got, yeah, Flacco, I believe.
Takes foul 1. Fouls it off again for 2. He's wearing an old school Sun City Kickball t-shirt. 2010. That looked like
Ooh.
a double kick. Called the foul. Believe it was a double kick.
Little excitement for second there. Looked like it might have dropped in.
It's his 3rd foul. 1 more and he's out. As per SCK rules. Now down at 3rd baseline. And he makes it easily to 1st.
Ashley at third base, right?
Yes, sir.
Now Calvin switching back in.
Now we have Tanya coming up.
Tony looks like he's still not moving very well. He's kind of wincing there. Hands on his hips. No pitch.
What happened over there? They hit knees?
Yeah, they smack knees, and they're both fairly big guys, Tony being the larger one, but I think they were both kind of shaken up on the play.
It's a lot of momentum behind those two. First pitch strike to Tanya.
It's one of those when a immovable. No, how's it go? Immovable object meets an unstoppable force.
There you go. Yeah.
No, the other way around. Unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
I'm not a physics teacher.
Tony is damn
I'm a
near
biology teacher.
close enough. Yeah.
Let's see, here comes another pitch. Fouled off again.
I really this is Samantha, right? We talked about
This
earlier.
is Tanya.
Tanya. Looks like Samantha.
I believe that was her third foul.
I like how she's scoring up to the ball. She's not afraid to come after
Strike.
this. She's watching it.
Second strike.
We lost.
Maybe it's 2 fouls then.
We lost one.
There's a good comebacker
Oh.
right to the pitcher for the third out.
So we just got some word in here. Kicks lost.
To the scoregasms?
No.
No.
Kicks on the block.
Okay, good. I was like, wait a minute.
Ones. That's two wins for new Kicks on the block there. Big win over Kicks.
New kids lost last week.
Oh, I'm sorry. They lost to Smokin Aces. My
Yes.
fault.
But
Big
so
win
kind
for
of-
them
yeah,
today.
Yeah, it's a big win. Defending champs go down in the second week. That was quick.
Now you mention us defending champs.
Defending, Mark. You weren't on the team last year. Defending.
Them, then. I'm sorry, I used the wrong pronoun for you.
Your teammates were defending.
All right, now we're headed out to the bottom of the second. The score 3-0 in favor of LTA. We have Javier coming up to bat for Smokin Aces. And first pitch swinging. Oh, right to the thing. She drops it.
He made a mistake of stopping, too.
He did.
He stopped dead in his tracks about halfway to first.
Base hit for Javier. Now we have Annie coming up for Smokin Aces.
I think it's Ania.
Oh, it's Annie. Oh, we got Gabe playing first now. I don't know where the other guy went. Little
Ooh,
bunt.
dirty bunt.
That'll advance
Out at
base runner
first.
all the way to third.
Third.
No throw to third.
That was
Back to Chuck.
a late reaction from first base. That's where you have to know what you're going to do with the ball. I don't think he read that.
That was a nice sack bunt to advance the runner to third. Now we have... Oh, crap.
Mike Armendariz up. Pitcher on pitcher here. Love that pitcher on pitcher action.
Some hot pitcher on pitcher action. Watch strike one.
Why
Ah,
do I
Mike's
feel
not the
you're
pitcher
talking
anymore.
about kickball anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Fouled off.
One
Second
time.
pitch fouled off. I believe it's one ball.
One
no
strike.
strikes. This is the second pitch.
Yeah.
No strikes, one foul.
Oh, that first one I thought was a strike.
Oh. Slow roller back to the mound.
Oh.
Fumbles it. This run's going to
No
score.
play,
Pitcher
so
that
run
can't trust his
scores.
defense.
Oh, and a strong run. Safe at second. Throw was bobbled.
Smokin Aces on the board.
Smokin Aces are on the board. It is now 3-1.
With one out. Bottom of the second. We have Caesar coming up.
That first inning really took some time there. That was a long first inning. We're at, what, 9:30?
So lots of action in it, though.
A lot of good action, yeah.
Comes the first pitch to Caesar. Fouls it off behind the plate.
A lot of action, much like the rec league. I think that two bounce rule is really paying dividends. There were a lot of runs today. And
Yeah.
well, last week especially. What were there, like 54?
Second pitch. Stays
Ooh.
fair. Called safe. The runner.
Delayed
Makes it to-
reaction. Delayed reaction by the catcher.
Tough call there.
Okay, 1
When
run
it-
scored. Apparently he was called out at first.
The ball rolled right on the line. It was pretty hard kick to call there, but they got the out at first. They made the throw home, but not in time.
And they got the ball and home in time. I don't think Carlos was aware of where the runner was at because he turned it around a little too late to kind of track him. And
He wasn't on the...
yeah, you know what? He just, like I said, I think he lost track of the kicker. I think he could have had him actually.
You got to keep your head in the game there. They're looking for the foul call, I think.
Would that ball have stayed foul if you let it gone out? Or stayed fair?
That was tough.
I think it was going to stay fair. I think he
Might have run
actually-
into
he
first
opted
there.
for the best choice there, and he picked it up. I mean, he got the out, so
So it is now 3-2 LTA.
And
Two
we
runs
have
across here.
Jessica up to kick for Smokin Aces. She bunts back to the pitcher. Throws it over to first for the third
Brother to
out.
brother action.
not a very graceful first base, but he getting the job done out there.
So 2 runs come across that inning.
And absolutely no mercy for our podcast member.
No, none at all.
None whatsoever.
Looks like I think he's.
Speaking of, he's next up, first up to bat this inning, or kick this inning.
Well, let's see how he'll mess this one up.
You know, in the
Isn't that
pre-interview.
the thing we're going with? Don't play this back for Gabe, by the way.
So we have top of the third with LTA still ahead, 3-2 against Smokin Aces. Damien still out on the mound. Got Gabe coming up. Big Gabe.
Let's see if in between innings we can get a word with Reed, the coach from Smokin Aces, real quick. See if we can't set that up.
Sounds good.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, there's like no infield. Oh, right down the
Ooh.
line, third base line for a base hit for Gabe.
Beautiful kick. They've been switching Ashley and Calvin out there. And this time Ash was covering third, and nice kick. Even if Calvin was there, I don't think he could have made the throw to get Gabe out there. So that was a nice kick in there. So
Got
way to
time
lead
on
off the
field.
inning here.
Time on the field for Gabe to tie his shoe.
Gabe catching his breath, obviously, sweating profusely out there.
We got Marco up to kick now for LTA. First pitch strike. Gabe showing off a little leg out there.
Hey,
A whole lot of
pitch.
leg.
Rich.
Bunt down the third base line. Looks like it's gonna roll foul,
Oh.
barely.
Oh, yeah, it was bad. They
It's a savvy move there by Reed, letting that one roll.
first inning and
It's real tempting to pick it up when it's going so slow like that, but
Yeah.
just a couple feet before the bag there rolled out. Good
That's-
play. Now Gabe is even more out of breath.
That's the third play we've had that's gone down the line. A foul line. Pitch. Ooh, ball.
Looked like a pretty good pitch from here.
1 strike, 1 ball, 1 foul for Marco. Pops a little pop-up bunt. Down to first for an out. Advances Gabe to second.
He's
Close
called
play.
safe. He's called safe.
Oh, he was?
I thought he was. Sorry.
Somebody
I
yelled
don't
out.
know.
No, he's out.
Okay.
Leave it to the professionals here, Mike. Mark.
I'm out of my depth, I guess.
Comes the first pitch for Christine. Takes the ball.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Second pitch. Ball 2. So we have Gabe at second with 1 out. 2 balls. 1 strike now as she takes the strike. Comes the next pitch from Damien. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes.
On the field reporter.
Fouled off. Looks like she barely nipped that one.
Well,
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss for K. Second out.
She started off strongly there, taking a couple of balls, and didn't work out for her in the end. So now we got 2 away. Gabe stranded on second, showing a lot of thigh.
Now we have Mike. Mike up for the
Mike-
LTA, takes a strike 1.
Mike looking like a gentleman who just wandered in off the street.
He does, he sure does.
He does
Wearing
not-
khaki shorts, it looks like. No, they're not khaki.
Bounced one over here to our man on the street reporter here, Rich.
Khaki colored, though. 1 ball. Comes the next pitch. Fouled off. Second ball. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 fouls. Comes the next pitch from Damien. Mark.
Once again, we wanted to mention our sponsors,
Fouls it off for
Sun
number
City,
3.
Sun City Beer, Craft Beer Fest. Thank you, Sun City Craft Beer Fest, for sponsoring us here tonight. Everyone go check out their Facebook page.
4th foul, and Mike fouls out, leaving Gabe stranded.
Ends the inning.
Second.
Hey, we just wanted to talk to you real quick about how the game's going. We have an unexpected score here. What do you think's going on?
Well, they're hitting the gaps. When you only field 8 people, you run the risk, and they're taking advantage of it, which is what good teams should do. And they're a good team, so they're hitting the gaps.
How do you feel about your offense right now? A lot of talk about it being underrated or not very good. How do you feel about your offense?
Well, our situation is really just hitting runners in. We're getting on base. We've always been able to do that, but it's just taking care of business when it really matters. Seems like a broken record, just loading up the bases and leaving runners stranded.
All right, good luck, Coach.
All right, thank you, Rich, and thank you, Reed, for speaking with us.
We had
Lead
Ashley make a nice little bunt down to third base line to get on.
Nice leadoff single there. See if we can start getting going here in the 3rd inning.
Back to the top of the order. Well, to Cal. No, this isn't Calvin.
This is not Calvin. Yeah, who's that? Following Ashley.
Ball 1.
Oh, we had a late arrival here. After Ashley.
Comes second pitch. Strike 1. We'll just call him late arrival. I got no room on the score sheet for this guy.
All right, we're calling him late arrival. Late arrival with strike there.
Oh, he boots it out to the left field. Caught for the first out.
And there's Calvin. Ashley on first, Calvin up. Starting the order over again here.
Pencil late arrival in here.
Wearing a bitchin' skull and crossbones bandana there. Another good look.
First strike. First pitch strike.
We don't have enough flair on Suck My Kick. I think we need a little more flair on our team.
Comes the second pitch.
I think we'll add some flair when we start winning a couple more games.
Bounces in the third
The
base
second
line.
one would be good. Oh.
Oh, Ashley holding up and did not make it to second in time for the second out of the inning.
Very,
Wow, that was tough.
very late, yeah.
I think she may have thought that it was going to be caught. It fell in just in front of the left fielder out there. Now we got team captain Reed up. He kicks that one way out to the outfield too.
Booming
Oh,
kick. Drop
dropped.
by Flacco, who kicks it right to third base. Nice kick.
Calvin not stopping the entire way, scores.
All right, so now it's tied up 3-3 here with that beautiful kick by Reed. Damn, that was a hell of a shot, but it was catchable, and Flacco's going to regret that drop there.
As it ties the game up here in the top of the bottom of the third.
Bottom third.
We have Lorenzo. Lets that one go by for strike 1. Still have Chuck out there on the mound for LTA in his Duck Dynasty look.
Another booming kick.
This time caught for the third out.
They get out of the inning fairly intact. It's knotted up 3-3 now, but could have been worse.
Could have been worse if Ashley had managed to stay on second there. Managed to get to second there. Would have probably had another run across there. But either way, I think they'll settle for the tie.
Looks like they're going to stick with Damien. Smokin Aces is going to stick for Damien as their pitcher. Damien Lamas.
I missed that with, did Reed give an explanation for that? Was he just not feeling it today?
You know what? Actually, I didn't ask him about it. I should have asked him about it.
Okay, top of the fourth, and we have Carlos coming up for LTA as they start their lineup over.
It is crazy watching a kickball game
First pitch ball.
with everyone in the outfield like this. They're playing with 8, and everyone's in the grass pretty much here.
I know if he bunted, he'd make it no problem. Down to third.
Yeah, which
base
is why
line.
they got on the first base.
Second pitch fouled off.
Yeah, which is how they got things started last time with Gabe getting on easily with a nice blend down third base. So you're going to want to repeat that.
Swing and a miss. Strike.
I really like Damien's pitch. You know, it's nothing fancy. It's got some speed on it, got some bounce, a little bit of curve. It's actually a fairly basic pitch, but it's just very productive.
Another foul ball down the third baseline.
Yeah, nothing flashy, but it is consistent. Very nice. Was he their primary pitcher for Thundercats?
Yes, he was. I don't believe they had a backup. He pretty much carried the whole pitching role on his
I
own.
do remember facing him. I think they were missing him in a
Playoff
playoff game.
bunt right back to the pitcher. And he bakes it out to get on first. Beats it out to get on first.
Abandoned the long ball, went for the bunt, and it worked out for him.
We got pretty much everyone out in the grass there. It pays to bunt, so definitely. Let's see what we got here.
I'm surprised they're not exposing third base a little bit more. I mean, Ashley's out there all by herself.
First pitch ball to Ivan.
It does seem like an odd choice out there. She's been swapping with Calvin, but
Strike one called on the second pitch.
I don't know. It's tough. They clearly don't have the lineup that they usually field out there.
Yeah, they're missing the personnel.
Next pitch. Down to the third base. She bobbles it a little and everybody's safe.
Again, taking advantage of the lots of space. Maybe not the best arm at third.
And there's not much Ashley can do out there. I mean, you know, it's going to go to her, and there's no one within a mile of her.
She's got to contain, yeah. Make sure she doesn't let it get past her.
I'd like to see Sari come to first here. See what the strategy is.
That's definitely the play to make.
Now we have Calvin coming in to play third for Smokin Aces.
Tony's playing deep at first, too.
First pitch strike. That was right over the plate.
Tony's playing back in the grass, too, yeah. He's leaving first base wide open. Now we got Calvin switch back in to cover third. But it's a little late for that.
Second pitch.
Ooh.
Well, their strategy may be play the
She
force
win.
out, keep everything in front of them, and then go for the force out if they get in trouble. Let nothing deep go, and then just go for the force out. There's somebody on first and second.
And a tie ball game, though. Ooh.
Called foul, I guess. Hit the plate. They would have got the force out on third there. So that's 2 strikes and 1 foul. No balls, I believe. Strike 3 called.
Emphatic strike 3 called. Much like my ugly strikeout in the first inning of our game.
Were you caught window shopping?
Yeah, I was.
Not even a foul out. God.
Now we got Chuck up. Fouls it off for the first pitch foul. Comes the second pitch. Right down the first baseline.
Ooh.
So
Wow.
close. Wow.
So we have runners on first and second.
That would have been huge
That would have
for
been
LTA.
huge. Carlos had already taken a big jump down the third baseline.
Strike 1 call. Got no balls, 1 strike, 2 fouls. Runners on first and second. Comes the next pitch. Fouled off again.
And our third train of the evening.
Oh, it's coming the opposite way now.
Good to see Union Pacific working so hard late into the night. Good job, boys.
Next pitch.
Too high.
Too high, ball 1. So Chuck's in a little bit of danger here with three fouls. Lets that one go for ball 2.
Takes a gamble and watches a close pitch, but pays off for him so far.
Next pitch, ball
Wow.
3.
Working the count. Chuck's looking good.
3 balls, 1 strike, 3 fouls. Runners on first and second.
Doing
1
this
out.
one for the Stars and Stripes.
Lets that one go. Called
Ooh.
strike.
Whoa.
We got a full count here.
It's going to be an interesting pitch right here.
Fouled it off
Oh.
for an out.
Got a toenail on it. Just got that one. That's got to hurt.
That's the second out of the inning.
good to see Damien getting behind and being able to pull it off.
Still got first and second here. We are looking at
You got Reed giving some instructions
We're
here.
going to intentionally walk this guy, who is...
Patas.
Patas. Takes his base.
That loads the bases up with 2 outs.
Patas giving us a scared sign. Says they're scared of him. I would be too.
Now we have Samantha coming up with 2 outs. Bases loaded. Let's that one go, or called strike on that one.
Dives out of the way of that strike.
Comes the second pitch. Let's that one go
Nice
for strike
pitch.
2.
She knew she made a mistake that time.
Looks like
I'm seeing in her near future a swinging strikeout.
here it comes. Let's it go for ball.
I don't know why. My gut just tells me it's coming.
It's coming.
Fouls this one off down the first baseline.
Still fighting here. Still fighting.
Got 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 foul, 2 outs, bases loaded. Tie game here in the top of the 4th. Fouls that one off. Next pitch. Samantha pops it up to first.
Ooh.
First baseman couldn't make it. 3rd foul. 1 more, and
Yeah.
that's the end of this inning.
She's attacking the ball. I don't know. That swinging strikeout might not be coming.
I'm going to say foul out. Next pitch.
Oh, close. She didn't go.
She's
Triple
making
third.
a lot of moves with her legs there that look like almost a swing.
It's got to be the Sox. It's an optical illusion.
Oh, she pops it up.
Nice
Top
running
batting
catch.
for the 3rd out of the inning.
No foul out, no strikeout.
Very nice.
It's
I
nice.
think if he would have let that go, it would have been a foul out.
I don't know.
Oh, that
It's
is
gonna bounce in.
Either way, makes the play, gets the 3rd out of the inning.
They get out of a big jam.
Big jam, so we're still tied up here.
It's nice to see our sideline reporter for It's Just Kickball, Grizzly Michaels, out here taking some photos. Hopefully we'll get an article from him in the next couple of days.
That's right. Make sure to check out itsjustkickball.blogspot.com, one of our sponsors and partners here, and also check out Sun City Craft Beer Fest coming September 28th, downtown El Paso. Get your tickets, $25. Tickets still available, going up to $35 sometime soon. Check them out on Facebook, and look forward to seeing that at the end of September here in downtown El Paso. New event in downtown involving beer that unfortunately I will not be able to go to.
Ooh, no. We have Fredo's kicking on the first pitch. Popping it way out there.
Huge blast by
Booming
Fredo.
kick. Most altitude I've seen all day long, but gets pop out. It doesn't drop that one. They swapped out I believe, Flacco and someone else there. That's where Flacco made the drop earlier.
Now we have Damien. Gets a nice little blooper to get on first.
What do you got now? Tony the Samoan Nightmare's coming up.
Ooh, good name.
Let's see if his knee has any effect on him up here.
And you know, for Super Team, Smokin Aces is a name. Very disappointed.
Down to 3rd baseline, just foul.
Oh,
No,
just bounced
just missed
out
it.
of play. Just in front of the 3rd
Yeah.
base bag.
You know, they could have worked on the name a little bit better. That's more of a volleyball name.
Smokin Aces, yeah. I'm a little disappointed. I'm not going to lie. Hopefully there's some inside joke I don't understand.
Second pitch called strike. No
And I'm
ball.
not being partisan just because I'm friends with a couple of the players, but Los Totally Awesomes is one of my favorite names of the entire league. I'm not going to lie.
Do you know why they're called Los Totally Awesome?
I do not, but I'd like to hear about it.
Because their team mascot are unicorns, and unicorns are
Los
totally
Awesome.
Are totally awesome. So Los Totally Awesome. Oh, Tony trying to kill us over here.
More of a leprechaun guy myself, but all right, I'll take that.
I fancy the mermaids, if you ask me.
Fancy the mermans.
Comes the next pitch. Called strike. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 fouls for Tony.
Tony not happy with that call.
We are in the bottom of the fourth, still tied 3-3.
Chuck's laboring out there, wiping sweat off his stars and stripes, falling out of the pitcher circle there.
There you go. I was 2 seconds away from saying that Chucky looked kind of comfortable still, but no, looks like he's struggling a little bit.
Starting to sweat it, but still with a smile out there.
Right down to the third baseman, bobbles it a little. Gets the out at second, though. That's 2 outs.
Tony teasing him, coming off first base there, looking to see if he can get a throw over there.
Like they weren't going to notice the massive mountain
Yeah, they're not
from
going
first to
to
second.
notice the 7-foot-tall, 400-pound dude coming off first base.
Wait a minute.
Slight exaggeration.
Now we have Javier up for Smokin Aces.
Wait a
What's
minute.
happened today?
2
Usually all
outs.
the snarkiness comes from Troy, and he's just like the bastion of professionalism.
Apparently I became the play-by-play guy.
Yeah, you did
I
such
thought I
a
was going to be the one talking all the shit here.
good job last week. You got to keep it rolling.
Well, Javier fouls off the first pitch, down the first baseline. Second pitch,
Ooh.
called foul.
Bailed out.
Even though it seemed Gabe played it there, I guess it had bounced foul beforehand.
Am I in your way, Troy? I'm sorry. You have to lean in because the
Nah, it's okay.
chair's too...
I just go by what the umpires say.
Troy, we are glad you were picking up the slack today because I am
That was the second foul on Javier here.
not buzzed or in the mood to be broadcasting today after our terrible, horrible, ugly win that was mostly loss that was mostly my fault today.
We just said we did fairly good in that game.
Well, that's what we say to the team because we
Another
want them to feel
foul
good
ball
about it.
I made, I think, more errors than you did this game.
Both of us played shitty.
I had a
that is
sloppy
true.
game today.
I'm not going to disagree with that, but so did I.
It-
Mine was costlier, I'd say.
It was a
I feel
learning.
bad for Rich because he's the pitcher and he had no defense.
He did a hell of a
support.
job.
I mean, what?
It was a learning game for all of us, and I don't think we'll be making those mistakes again.
But no, it's true. That was a really good team we were up against today, so living
Ooh,
life.
fourth foul for a third out of the inning for Javier.
Wow.
And as cliche as this sounds, I'm a firm believer in you win and lose as a team, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, apparently that was the third foul.
Oh, okay, so we're still in it here. Still got one on first. Tony.
And I think he owes me $8. How many balls did he just pop?
Did he
Oh,
pop
the
another
ball?
one?
I think so.
We call that the Troy on our team.
I popped the ball the first year.
It was nice.
You get to keep it. Did you know that?
No, they tried to charge me for it.
You tried to charge him for it.
You want to switch it, so you have 2 views.
It's a tough world out there.
So Javier takes ball 2.
We got Anya and Mike coming up after Javier.
Comes the next pitch. Fouled off.
That's definitely foul 4 there.
And there we go. We head into the 5th inning, tied 3-3.
Good close game. After the LTA jumped out to that lead in the beginning there, I thought it was going to be a little one-sided here. But we are now going to the 5th inning, all tied up.
So you dissolve it to first.
For LTA, we have Dre coming up. He got single, double. Wait, that's only a second. He got a double
Well,
his first try up.
With a 16-man lineup here,
Yeah.
it's not a surprise that he's only gone around once, despite their decent offense. And he did get one of the big kicks early this game, right?
He had a
couple of-
double that brought in a couple runs, probably. Cleared the bases, I think. Brought in 2 runs.
Brought in 2 runs, yeah. Very nice. So, yeah, we're looking at Dre, Ivan, and Claudia coming up this inning.
Let's see if they can put something together like they've done the past couple innings. First pitch. Let's go for a ball.
It's really hard in kickball to determine when someone goes around. Someone does a little skip like that. It looks like they're almost going to kick it.
There's
Kicks
a
it.
high pop-up to the pitcher
Ooh.
who backtracks all the way to second base to make the catch.
Calling mine the whole way back there. It's a tough play. He had backup right behind him, but gets it for the out there.
Guess he figured if he's the only one in the infield, he's got to catch that one.
Yeah, the last he saw the guy who was practically on the warning track there, so.
Ivan takes strike one.
Another good pitcher, and I got to say, ever since they switched pitchers here,
Shut him down.
shut
Ball
them
one.
down. Yeah, Mike lit up those 3 runs there, and ever since Damien's had this under control.
Kicks that one down. Stays
Beautiful.
fair right over the third base.
Looks at 2.
Ashley runs it into the pitcher. Now we have Claudia up to kick.
Be very interested in the strategy here. They only need 1 run. Hopefully she's going to lay down a bunt. That's a smart play here.
Claudia fouled out the last time she was up. We have 1 strike.
She looked a little perplexed her last at bat, and she looks similar this time. But makes a nice kick.
Little pop up.
Oh,
Caught by the first baseman
That is a...
for the second out.
I don't even think that was a miscommunication. I think that was the play.
you think they were going for that?
I don't think they told her what to do. I think she went ahead and went carte blanche on that.
She went carte blanche on her asses.
Now we got Eddie up. Take strike one.
You like that? I'm fancy.
Fancy, huh?
You're using all kinds of French words today.
A lot of people.
That's
like
French, right?
Is-
That might be Spanish.
Is
yes.
Speedo French?
Ball one. Speedo's European.
But when you're in the
Actually, I think it's
bathroom,
Canadian.
you're Russian.
All right, Rich.
Rich got jokes today.
You have Roman
Eddie fouls it off.
fingers.
That's the next pitch. Oh, swing. Oh, foul that one off. Barely caught a piece of
We
it.
can't hear you, Mike.
Got 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 fouls here on Eddie. 2 outs. What guy on first?
Oh,
Fouls it off again. That's his 3rd one.
yeah, Eddie's chasing it here. I don't know why.
He's going for the game-winning hit, even though Smokin Aces still got to not bat. Oh, that's a little
Oh.
bunt that finds a hole.
Holy shit.
Ivan makes it to
Uh-oh.
3rd.
And on the throw to 3rd, makes it a second.
Wow.
Now we got 2nd and 3rd.
2 out.
Huge play by Eddie Lucero.
Definitely.
Huge play.
Fortunate again, taking advantage of the gaps here. These guys are really placing their kicks fairly well. The ones that know where to go with it, I think, are taking advantage of all the empty space we see here with 8 players from Smokin Aces.
Now we got Flacco coming up with Tanya. Would you intentionally walk this guy?
Oh, I think he's thinking about it.
You know what? What's interesting here, there's a relationship here because the pitcher and Flacco were on the same team last season. So if anyone knows...
I think
his-
we're walking him.
Oh, he
Damien
knows.
Flacco.
Yeah, Damien knows as his coach last season. He knows Flacco can put a foot on it. Also, he's got a girl coming up, so it might be a little bit of both. I like the dramatic first explanation.
And the LT fans are going wild.
We have Tanya up with bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the 5th. Comes the first pitch. Takes strike 1.
Who's after Tanya here?
After Tanya is Gabe. Next pitch, right over the plate, fouls it off. 1 foul, 1 strike, no balls.
1 out,
2 outs.
2 out.
Bases loaded, top of the 5th, game tied at 3. Ooh,
Ooh.
takes strike 2.
It was a little high.
It's a high and wide strike zone there.
Next pitch, fouls it off down the first baseline.
I like that she's attacking it. And who's the gentleman on 3rd?
Ivan, I believe?
Ivan, yeah.
Carlos.
Oh,
Ivan,
running?
on 3rd, yeah, the guy running.
Takes ball 1.
You know, he's watching out. He knows that he needs to haul ass if he's going to have any chance at this.
Comes the next pitch,
There you go.
ball 2.
Yeah, that is Ivan.
We got Mike, one pitcher, yelling to his pitching buddy.
There she pops it up down the
Yeah.
first baseline for another foul. That's her 3rd foul. They got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 3 fouls. 2 outs, bases loaded.
That's 2 balls.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 3 fouls.
2, 2, and 3.
Comes the next pitch, a little bit softer this time. Pops it up
Reaches
to
out for
3rd
it.
base. Carlos makes the grab.
Calvin.
Oh yeah. My bad.
Carlos Danger, I believe,
Still
is his
Carlos Calvin, that's close.
AK.
So at the end of 4.5, we have
That's
still
another
tied
inning.
up.
Another inning, LTA leads the bases loaded.
It's going to come back and haunt him there and see if we can get a run here, Smokin Aces, or see if we're going to end this in a tie?
Actually, that was our first time. It was. No, I don't know what's going on.
They've definitely left a lot of base runners. We'll put it that way.
I can tell you I'm incredibly impressed by LTA's offense today. They had Damien up there pitching, very experienced pitcher. They had Mike early on, and they were successful against both guys.
Definitely. Unfortunately, 3 runs more successful against Mike in the beginning there.
True, maybe that's what the change was about. Maybe we'll get in and read after the game, talk to him a little bit.
And for now, we have a pitch.
This was
on IE.
Yeah.
First pitch, pop out to left field. 1 away.
We are in the bottom of the 5th, all tied at 3, with 1 out. Comes the first pitch to Mike. Takes strike 1.
So we're right here at the end of the lineup for Smokin Aces too.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are. Mike, Caesar, and Jessica coming up here.
There, Mike finds a hole. Gets it all the way out to 3rd. Outfield. Gets on 1st.
Good kick. Let's see if we can get Caesar.
Got the rally started here.
Flacco backpedaling, going way deep there.
Fouls it off.
Looks like a running bunt situation here.
We go with the next pitch. Another running bunt fouled off.
And we got Caesar bunting up here. He took a couple of seasons off. He's back. He actually played with Kicks, Mr. Mark's team, current team right now. He left for a couple of seasons. Now Caesar's back with Smokin Aces.
3rd pitch right over the plate for strike 1.
Smokin Aces, it's their first year together, even though they play together in the Lone Star League. And LTA coming off a winless season last year.
Another running bunt down the first base line.
Ooh,
miscommunication.
misplayed at first. We got the runner advancing. Mike is rounded 3rd right now. Falls down. Gets up. The girl in the zebra striped pink socks there didn't make a play, and we even got an advance to 2nd on the indifference, I guess. Wasn't a throw.
Well, it was an error, I think. He tried to throw it. He threw it behind pitcher covering.
Oh, and then she just held it as he took the 2nd base.
Now we have Jessica taking strike 1. We have runners on 3rd and 2nd.
1 away.
All they need is 1 run to win the game.
Yeah, that was a huge miscommunication though there, first and pitcher. I think the first baseman should have stayed up.
Oh,
there's a nice kick,
and that's going to win the game.
That's the game right there.
Mike emphatically.
Smokin Aces comes from behind.
Chuck makes the throw trying to get an out, but the game was already decided there. And that is it. 4-3. Smokin Aces takes down LTA after a strong start there.
A heartbreaking loss for LTA. I mean, a team that was supposed to lose this game by a considerable amount was able to keep it close.
Sounds familiar.
Very. Let's see if we can grab a player of the game. I'm looking for Damien. I think he made the difference with that pitching switch and really held it down.
Oh, yeah, he shut him down. So we're going to go and get Damien. And right now we're going to give a shout-out again to our sponsors. It's just kickball.blogspot.com. Sponsor, partner, whatever you want to call it, with us, Rio Pod Co. And also Sun City Craft Beer Festival coming to you September 28th. Once again, there's $25 tickets available. Go to their Facebook page. It's coming to downtown El Paso. Get them while they're still $25. If not, there'll still be plenty more at $35. Also, while you're at it, check out Rio Pod Co. Check out riopodco.com, riopodcosports.com. Go to our Facebook page. Like us. Check us out on Twitter, Rio Podcats. And tune in next week. We're not done yet here. Like Rich said, we're going to go get a player of the game. But make sure to tune in next week. We have a game, I believe, at 8 o'clock. Check out our Facebook page for more details. And our website. And let's see.
We've had 2 really good games for our first 2
Definitely.
broadcasts.
Rich really set that up nicely and picked a couple of good games for us to call here.
That's why they're games of the week.
That's right.
If you notice, Kicks isn't on any of them. That's just a shot at. That's a shot at you only.
Not at my team.
No.
They'll take offense.
Well, they're gonna whoop our ass later. So
We stand together.
Yeah, we're still gonna face.
Are we not at a game of the week?
We're gonna face the
Really?
Wrath.
I don't know. You probably are, but I don't know. I'm just talking shit.
Yeah, you definitely have a game of the week. And that was a 1-0 game, right? Scoregasms over kicks, or new kicks on the block over
new kicks on
kicks.
the block.
Here's a big game there. Now we have.
And the game before ours was Just Kicking It, and I believe they may have been playing the Toe Jammers, and they won 3-0. Just Kicking It.
Just Kicking a 3-0. That's their second win then.
I believe it was against Toe Jammers. I'm not positive on that.
Was it dark blue, orange numbers?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Toe Jammers. Okay.
We're gonna try to talk to Reed, the coach, first, and then we'll bring on Damien. Talk to the player of the game, Mr. Damien Lama,
All right,
pitcher
sounds
for
good.
Smokin Aces.
And if you tuned in late, all the runs LTA scored were in that first half inning against Mike there, but Damien came in and really controlled the rest of the game there, shutting him out, keeping him off the board, though they threatened a few times. It wasn't, 1, 2, 3 innings every time. There were lots of base runners, a lot going on, but managed to keep him off there. We are trying to get, like we said, Damien to come here, but I think we're going to get Reed first. Talk with the new coach of the new team here, Smokin Aces. LTA, obviously, not very happy about the final there. And for those of you listening, check us out this Sunday. We're going to be with the Sun City Roller Girls. Did you know about this? Are you going to be able to make that out? The Sun City Roller Games on Sunday? Sun City Roller Girls.
I don't know if I can make it this Sunday.
We're going to be out there talking with them for Who's On First, Rio Pod Co's sports show. We're also going to be out there for Chuco Talks, interviewing some people from there, and we're going to have the Rio Pod Co show as well. All of them out there.
Where's that
with
at again?
the Sun City Roller Girls. It is on the east side of Cameron. I think Buchanan. No, wait. I'm sorry. I'm not sure. There's two different roller derby leagues. I'm not really positive where this one plays, but we'll find out in time here. Make sure to check out our Facebook page. Look for that information. And now we are getting the cans here, getting mic'd up, so that we can sit down with both Reed, coach of Smokin Aces, and Damien, the guy who pitched the last 4 innings there. So while Rich is setting them up here, we'll just thank one more time. It's just kickball.blogspot.com. And we're going to play some musical chairs here. Stay tuned. We're losing Troy, our play-by-play guy. Thank you, Troy, for a great night calling that game. But we have Rich on the mic here, and we're sitting in Reed and Damien right now. Welcome, gentlemen. Congratulations on the win there.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful comeback.
Am I on?
I do believe you are on.
Can you hear us?
I can hear a whole lot of y'all. All right, there we go.
You're good?
All right, Damien, Reed, welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you. That's not exactly the way you want to win a game, but we were able to. We played it smart rather than classy, and we got through it.
There's a lot of criticism about the offense that you guys have, but it seemed to, when it matters, you guys were able to get on base and score the runs. You want to talk a little bit more about your offense?
Well, yeah, like I said, halfway through the game, we seem to be able to get on base fairly easily, but it's hitting in the runners once we load up the bases. It happens all the time. We load up the bases, leave runners stranded, and it's not even 2-out situations. We'll be an ideal out situation where there's only 1 or no outs, and then we leave them stranded. I believe Damien was responsible for leaving somebody stranded today.
Hey, come on, man.
But he pulled through later. But we were able to turn it around. The main thing is just not to let that weigh on you mentally. We've seen that before. We've had some teammates who just have this mental barrier that they just can't get over with. They see the bases are loaded, they feel the pressure, and then they can't kick in the runs. And all it is mental, because there's no different in the situation. And nobody's clutch until they are clutch. That's what I always believe. Just keep doing what you need to do, and don't let it mind screw you.
No, it's very true. It's a very mental game, and you're not going to be successful kicking until you feel like you can be successful, just like you said. I mean, that's very accurate. On defense, we noticed that you had to field 8. I guess we had 2 females that weren't able to make it today for...
Yeah, the
Explosive diarrhea is what we heard.
Explosive diarrhea is what I think.
Right, the Ericas were gone. There's an Erica convention going on in San Antonio or something, and for varying reasons, the Ericas are gone, and one of them gets up at 4 a.m. every morning, so it's awfully tough for her to play late games. It happens sometimes, sadly.
Yeah, we noticed. I mean, with 8 people on the field, LTA was hitting the gaps. They were able to get on. Very surprised at the early going that they were able to score so quick. We noticed the pitching change. That's where Damien came in. We felt that he made the difference. Any reason for the pitching change? Just a feel, an injury, anything that we decided to go with a change?
Well, I think we got to go back to Mike's necklace that his mom gave him. She gave him like the saint of giving, and he gave up a lot of runs with that necklace he's got. No, I'll let Dice K over here talk about himself coming in. We always planned for both of them to pitch today. That was the plan from the get-go. But Damien was doing so well, he stayed in.
The plan was to have him pitch 1 inning and me, just rotate. But after I saw him after the first inning, I was like, you know what? Let me do the second one. I'll do the third, top of the lineup, and then if that doesn't work, then you'll come back in. But it looked like they were having a hard time with my pitches.
Yeah, I think maybe Mike might have been having a little bit of a hard night. You came in, took over that role. You did it very well. We were talking about your pitches. It's nothing too fancy. It has a lot of velocity, a little bit of curve, some good bounce to it, and it's just hard to put a foot on it. And you don't twist or turn or do anything on the mound.
Gets the job done.
Yeah, it's very effective. So it's a good pitch. Very impressive. You felt comfortable up there,
Yeah, except 2 times that I slipped.
At least one of those times was a strike, though.
Yeah. It's just a little slippery because of it's like a little bit it's kind of hard underneath the dirt, it's about maybe an inch or so, but it's all right. I mean, I had to get used to it. I haven't pitched on dirt in a while, so it's been all grass.
Well, you were very effective. We agree with the pitching change. We think you did well. The team overall did well considering there was only, 8 fielders out there. So, I mean, the defense looked very good. And, the other thing I wanted to talk about real quick was, there's a lot of talk about you guys being this super team or this conglomerate of all-star players. Do you agree with that, or do you guys disagree with that?
Well, I think what we wanted to do is really just reload. Both of our teams were kind of dwindling. They weren't being as reliable as we wanted them to be, so we were always talking about getting together and just kind of reloading. So there was a little bit of, we're expecting to upgrade. We saw people coming in. We felt good about the personnel, and we have much higher expectations than we had before. I think that's safe to say. But I don't think we purposely went out to create a ringer team. There's just a lot of... We wanted a lot of people with dominant personalities that really wanted to win and could have fun in a super competitive environment. And I think we did that. We're going to run the risk of, we've got a lot of dominant personalities, so we're going to have a lot of hot-headed moments, and we're going to be an ugly team sometimes too.
I think winning's going to take care of that.
Yeah, that's the ultimate elixir there. I'll take care of that. I noticed you guys have been doing pretty well in the Lone Star, the grass league too, Ryan. How do you think that translates over to the... Does it make a big difference, the field, the rules?
Yeah, it's really different. It really just offensively, it's really different. Just timing the pitches and everything like that. In the grass league, in the Lone Star, you're hitting gaps, you're kicking more, you're bunting less, typically speaking. It's about placement and scoring runs. So it's almost like softball. And then compared to this is more like baseball. So it's a low-scoring game, that's a high-scoring game. So we actually did have a tough time strategy-wise adjusting, and I'll take responsibility on that because I was trying to get us to play small ball at the start. And, I think it ended up hurting us pretty bad there at the start. When we lost to the Animals that first week, we didn't score a single run, and that's absurd.
And the second game was even worse.
Yeah, well, I'm not taking responsibility for that.
Oh, it's because you didn't show up.
That's right.
And then next, you guys, who do you guys have next? I'm trying to pull up the schedule in front of me. I don't have it in front of me. Do you guys know who you have next?
Let's see.
Kicks.
You have Kicks next? Oh, Mark knows. Mark's on the Kicks team. You have Kicks next. They actually lost today. If you guys haven't heard, they lost to New Kicks 0-1.
Okay.
So you guys will be getting them next week. Any special plan on them, or just going to go at them with the same strategy you guys used tonight?
Well, yeah, our strategy is going to be field the whole team. So that's objective number one, is to get enough people to field the team. Because kicks, kicks we know will just unload, and we can't have 3 people in the outfield and expect to win versus kicks. So we're going to have a steady, reliable outfield to be able to do it, and then everyone's just going to have to play solid offense.
Very good. Damon, any additional comments?
I'll probably pitch next week too.
Will you pitch the entire game?
I pitched against them last season, and we beat them 3-0 with the Thundercats. So I think I can do pretty good against them.
Go with the results. Looking for Damien to pitch. Tim, any additional questions for these two fine gentlemen?
No, not tonight. But again, congratulations and thanks for coming on our show. Congratulations, coach and player of the game, Damien.
Thanks.
And Reed.
Thank
you. Tune in if you can next week. We're going to be doing Game of the Week as usual. You can go to riopodco.com. Check us out. Drop down Rio Pod Co TV. You can watch us as well, as you can see on our monitors here. And if you like our Facebook page, you can also download a copy of the game if you want to hear all our exciting broadcasting while you guys were kicking out there. But yeah, good job, fellas, and thank you for coming on the show.
All right, thanks.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck next week. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in this week to our broadcast, Sun City Kickball Game of the Week, brought to you by It's Just Kickball.blogspot.com and the Sun City Craft Beer Fest. Next, check out our Facebook page and our website if you want to get information on the next Wednesday's Game of the Week, and also tune in Sunday for Rio Pod Co, Chugo Talks, and Who's On First to get more information about the broadcast, about our sponsors, and about us. So tune in, like the page, download the show, give it 5 stars, go to Rio Podcasts on Twitter, and thank you for listening tonight. Good night, everybody.